Doesn't matter what your marketplace produces. Doesn't matter about your marketing. Doesn't matter how many new patients you run through. If you have a limited belief system and a limited identity as a chiropractor, what you really offer that community. Let's talk about a subject that everybody can relate with. This subject actually comes or is the evidence that comes from mentoring thousands of people over the years, and that come from thousands of backgrounds. And what's interesting is most people, and especially chiropractors, we tend to get inside our own bubble. A lot of times we feel like we're out on an island by ourselves, and we don't want everyone to know. I think that's kind of human nature in the first place, but chiropractors just tend to feel like they're isolated a lot of times, and they don't think everyone is dealing with the same things. And like I said, I have mentored a lot of people over the years, and let's point it out that mentoring them from really drastic circumstances. So first and foremost, don't feel like you're on an island. More than likely, people have broken through and come from levels that are much further or worse off than you are dealing with. But those subjects that I have found is not found in the business model a lot of times. It's not found in the technique or the art of your profession. It's not found in your marketplace. A lot of times the things that are holding people back are not their surroundings in any way, shape, or form. It's not found in the business structure, but it's actually found inside these two things on the side of our heads. It's our gray matter, the things that make us up as individuals. So like this message is for chiropractors. So even though there's seems like there's 1,000 different types of chiropractic, everyone has a different philosophy, different execution within this industry, but we're still all just human beings, all right? So you may have doctor in front of your name, but you're a vessel that is carrying forth what has been put into that vessel over the years. And the subject matter that I have been able to find over the years that has made the biggest impact, the biggest breakthrough, is found in 4 critical components of the makeup of that doctor. All right, so these are, and like I said, I'm going to cover these, and then hopefully on a future episode, we'll be able to break down individually and give an insight on each one. But they are, write this down. It is your typically the fallback or the limit that's being placed on your life and your outcome, and why a lot of your peers may appear like they're doing better, or they don't struggle with the same things. Well, they're probably struggling with these factors, but it may not be the same one. But I'll assure you, it'll be found in one of these 4 cornerstones. That is your belief system, your identity system, your purpose, and your values. All right, I'm going to repeat that. It's your belief system, your identity, your purpose, and your values. Belief system, for example, that's probably one of the biggest ones. Where does your belief system come from? Everyone has a different belief, and they take it very, very seriously. There's wars that take place in this world over beliefs. What is your belief system? And your belief system establishes your reality. Write that down. Your belief system establishes your reality. So, for example, a belief, what is a belief? A belief is an understanding, all right? And if you don't understand a particular business model, or you don't understand the outcomes that somebody's getting. So, for example, I have a friend of mine practices in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and as a chiropractor, he has a belief system, well established, and he's doing a well into the 7 figures practice per year, and he's doing it private pay, and he only works 3.5 days a week, and he's almost all referral. He doesn't do a lot of marketing, and a lot of people would sit there and go, wait a minute, Oh, and by the way, he keeps his patients over 80 visits on average over their lifetime. Those are pretty good statistics, right? And somebody might go, well, I don't understand how he does that. Well, that's a belief system, because you don't necessarily believe it's possible. You don't understand how it's possible. But does it make it any less true for him? So the belief system can be beliefs about money. Belief systems can be based about your faith. Belief systems can be what's possible in business. Belief systems can establish your relationships. What is a belief system inside a marriage? These are all things that create our structure, and it ultimately going to create your reality. Because if you don't understand how my friend does that, it doesn't make it any less true for him, right? So it's the same thing. If you don't believe it or have that understanding, you're never going to experience that reality. Same goes for your identity. If you identify as a winner, or do you identify as a loser? Where does your identity come from? It comes from the parents. It comes from our teachers, it comes from our coaches, it comes from former friends, ex-wives, ex-husbands. Your identity as I'm a failure, or identity as my potential's limited, or my identity is I don't have as much talent as the next person. Identity is going to create a structure that if you don't change that identity, what do you identify with or as? Doesn't matter what your marketplace produces, doesn't matter about your marketing, doesn't matter how many new patients you run through. If you have a limited belief system and a limited identity as a chiropractor, what you really offer that community. If you're a pain doctor, that's a great one. If you identify as a 6-visit average chiropractor that gets rid of back pain, joint pain, things of that nature, you're a musculoskeletal model practice, you identify as that, don't worry. You're never going to have a wellness practice. You don't identify with it. What's your purpose? What's our real reason that we do what we do? If you don't have a big enough purpose, typically you're not going to thrive. For example, most businesses, if their whole sole purpose is to make money, those businesses don't last. That's the reason why most businesses, small businesses in particular, don't make it over 5 years, because most small businesses are created in the first place because, it's a way to make extra money or generate money. A business must have a purpose. A person must have a purpose. What's your bigger purpose? The bigger the purpose, the bigger the need. Find a need and fill it. That's an old philosophy. Last but not least is your value system. What's the value of what you offer? All right. If you have a low self-esteem, low self-confidence, if you have, as a chiropractor, you don't think you measure up, and your value system is a poor value system compared to other healthcare disciplines in the industry, your value, what do you value yourself? What do you value yourself as a father, a mother, a husband, a wife? What do you value yourself as a member of your community? How do you see yourself? And what value do you place on not only who you are, but what you are in the community? See, these are 4 critical pieces. Now, can I break that down and teach it and create that transformation for you in a short message like this? Absolutely not. But I can tell you this, thousands and thousands of people have come before you. They've all dealt with these same factors. And once we identify them and we create and transform those 4, I don't need to do anything with your statistics. I don't need to do anything with your procedures. I don't need to do anything with your marketing or your marketplace. Give me those 4 and let me help you transform those 4 in your life, and I'm going to change your reality and change your results. So if you're interested in learning more about that and really diving in and having a mentor, see, that's what mentoring is. You don't need a coach. You need a mentor, somebody that you can trust and someone that's been there and done that and has the wisdom and the willingness to transform or exchange that content or those ideals over to you so you can experience the life of abundance that you deserve. I said that again, I'll say that again. The life of abundance that you deserve. Are you walking in abundance today? That's what Aligned is here for. We are here to mentor you and to provide you the opportunity to walk in the abundance that, as a chiropractor, you deserve. I hope this has been impactful, and we are here to serve when you're ready. God bless.